So this video is on lesson 7. Just like lesson 6, your goals are to be able to identify your angle pairs and to be able to find the missing angle measure. Now lesson 6 focused on angles formed by intersecting lines. Okay, maybe there were bunches of angles around by the intersecting pieces. This lesson, though, is going to focus on angles formed by parallel lines in a transversal. Do we remember that the transversal is this line right here? Okay, and to mark your lines parallel, we use these little arrowheads right here. You'll see them. Those little arrowheads show us that the lines are parallel. Okay, so let's talk about corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal in measure. They have the same measurement. So one set of corresponding angles in our picture right here is A and E. The value of A would be equal to the value of E, the angle measure that we have for E. So these right here are corresponding angles. They're in the same position. So A is in the top group of angles above the line to the left. E is in the bottom group of angles but still above the line to the left. So another set of corresponding angles would be B and F. B would be equal to F. Another set would be C and G. And then there's one more set, D and H. Okay, so you have 4 sets of corresponding angles in your picture. Let's talk about alternate interior angles. Alternate refers to the transversal. They have to be on different sides of the transversal line. Interior means that they have to be on the inside here somewhere. So on different sides of this transversal line and inside here, okay? So those angles would be like C and F. And these are also equal, so C is equal to F. Or the other set would be D is equal to E. Those are your 2 sets of alternate interior angles. Now you could also do the same thing with exterior angles, okay? Alternate exterior angles would be angles that are on alternate sides of the transversal, but they're on the outside of the parallel lines, okay? So an alternate exterior set would be like A and H. That's an alternate set. Or B and G. That's an alternate set. And they, again, are equal in measure. Alternates are equal in measure. Now let's talk same side angles, meaning that they have to be on the same side of the transversal. These are same side interior, so I'm looking for angles on the same side of the transversal that are in between the parallel lines, like C and E. But these angles are not congruent. These angles are supplementary. You'll see it right here. They're supplementary. So you could say that C plus E equals 180. And then on the other side, you've got D plus F equals 180. Now these are interior angles. You could do the same thing with exterior ones like B and H are an exterior pair. A and G are an exterior pair. They also add to 180. They're also supplementary. So let's, in this blank space right here, we're going to draw some parallel lines for me. We're going to pretend like they are parallel. We're going to draw a transversal in. Okay, doesn't really matter which way the transversal goes. And I'm going to say that this angle is 100 degrees. We're going to make it easy. If that angle is 100, let me number them for you. 1, 2. If that angle is 100, let's find the rest of these. So what other angle do you think is going to measure 100? Well, the 100 and angle 2 are vertical, right? What else? Angle 2 and angle 4 are an alternate pair. They measure 100. Or the 100 that you were given and angle 4 or a corresponding pair, they're equal. So that's 100. And angle 6. Angle 6 is alternate in exterior with the 100 you were given. So they're equal. Or you could say it's vertical to 4, or it's corresponding to angle 2. Okay? Let's talk about the angles that don't measure 100. Like angle 1. So what do you know about angle 1 and this 100? They make this line together. They are supplementary, right? They're a linear pair. So this one has to be 80 degrees. And just like before, angle 1, angle 3 are vertical. So angle 3 also has to be 80 degrees. 3 and 5 are alternate interior, so it has to be 80 degrees. 1 and 5 are corresponding, so notice that they're both 80. 3 and 7 are corresponding, right? Corresponding angles are equal, so they're both 80. 1 and 7 are alternates. Notice that they're the same, okay? So this is what it looks like. All of these angles are congruent forever and ever and always, as long as your lines are parallel, okay? And then all of these angles are congruent forever and ever and always, as long as your lines are parallel. Okay? So, there may be some times where you have parallel lines, but it's not, the angle you're looking for is maybe not on one of the parallel lines. That's when you might need what's called an auxiliary line. An auxiliary line could be useful when you solve for angles that don't have a parallel line. So that's what this dotted line is right here. Let me highlight it for you. This dotted line right here, not highlighting very well, is it? The dotted line right there is our auxiliary line. We just drew it in. That line is parallel, okay, to the two given lines. Y'all see how these are already parallel? Okay, this one is parallel to those lines as well. When you draw in that auxiliary line, it splits the figure into two separate angles. Y'all see E and F down here? Right? Here is angle F, and then E is on the other side, right? So now I can use my angle pairs. So look at, let's look at angle F, right? It makes a pair with the 35. What kind of pair does it make with the 35? They're alternate interior, which means F, alternate angles are congruent. F is also 35. And then what do y'all know about E? It's alternate interior with the 41. So it's also 41. So what's the measure of angle W? Well, it's 41 plus 35. It's 76 degrees. Okay? All right, guys. So remember, I need you to be able to pick out your angle pairs and know how those angle pairs are related, whether they're equal or if they add to 180, so you can solve for missing angle measures. Okay? If y'all have any questions, let us know.